again, besties, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll be discussing some absolutely essential and game-changing mods that can take your Stardew Valley experience to the next level. Whether you're a brand new farmer looking for a unique starter pack or a seasoned veteran wanting to make your game feel brand new, this list is for you. We've got a fantastic mix of 10 incredible mods lined up, featuring beloved classics that have stood the test of time, alongside some brilliant new creations that are pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the valley. The beauty of the Stardew Valley modding community is that there's truly something for everyone, from massive content expansions to tiny tweaks that make impactful changes in your game. In this video, we'll be exploring mods that add new skills and abilities to learn, alongside genius quality of life machines that streamline your daily farm chores, so you can focus on the fun stuff. We're talking about everything from game tweaks that just make sense to more dynamic items and artisan goods that give the entire game a makeover. If you enjoy these videos and want to help this cozy community grow, it would mean the world if you'd hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more mod showcases and Stardew Valley fun, and so you can help my channel reach 1,000 subscribers. Your support is what makes this all possible. Now, let's jump in and find your next favorite mod. For those of us who have ever looked at a barn full of kegs, a shed of preserves jars, and a field full of crops and wish that things were just a little simpler, then you're going to love this first mod. We're diving into the Processing Station Farm Building by the talented Unicorn, and it's a total game changer for your artisan goods production. Not only is this a machine for processing your goods, but it's considered a brand new farm building you can purchase from Robin's shop that consolidates almost all of your processing needs into one convenient, powerful hub. The concept is brilliantly simple but revolutionary. The processing station acts like a super-powered mill for everything else on your farm. It has 36 input slots, and you can load it up with a wild mix of items all at once. Toss in your eggs, your milk, your fruits, your vegetables, your truffles, and the wool. Then simply walk away. The real magic happens overnight. When you return the next in-game day, everything will be processed into its finished artisan good. Your eggs become mayonnaise, your fruits become wine or jelly depending on the fruit, your milk becomes cheese, and your wool becomes cloth, all ready to collect simultaneously. It completely eliminates the bottleneck of waiting for one machine to finish before starting the next batch elsewhere. Now, what exactly can it process? Pretty much everything from the vanilla game. It handles all types of eggs, milk, and wool, turning truffles into truffle oil, honey into mead, and tea leaves into green tea. For crops, it intelligently converts vegetables into pickles, and most fruits into their corresponding wine, with smart exceptions like turning wheat into beer and hops into pale ale. A huge bonus for players using the massive Stardew Valley Expanded mod is that the processing station has built-in support for many of its unique items like camel wool and goose eggs right out the gate. What makes this mod extra special is its customizability and community integration. Through the generic mod config menu, you can adjust the building's cost and required materials to match your playstyle, from the cheaper version to a true capitalist challenge. You can also change its visual style with an earthy texture option. This mod also plays nicely with other staple mods too. Users report it works seamlessly with Automate, and the creator Unicorn is open to adding compatibility for items from other expansion mods. It's this kind of thoughtful design and support that turns a great utility mod into an essential one for any busy farmer looking to streamline their workflow. It's time to add some serious buzz to your apiary, because the next mod is a sweet little game changer for beekeepers. We're talking about the Better Honey Mead mod by Carragon, which fixes one of the most puzzling things in vanilla Stardew Valley. Why does turning your expensive fairy rose honey into mead actually lose you money? This mod cleverly fixes that by making your flavored honeys produce matching flavored meads, so that tulip honey makes tulip mead, blue jazz honey makes blue jazz mead, and so on. The price of the mead is then calculated based on both the base value of mead and the value of the honey you put in, making the whole process finally feel worthwhile. Now the fun doesn't stop there. The mod adds a lovely visual touch by coloring both your honey and your new mead variants to match their flower source, which you can see right in your inventory. It's also got a super handy feature where the Mead can inherit the quality level, like silver or gold, from the honey you use, if you have another mod that lets you produce quality honey in the first place. Honestly, I love all the different honey variants I get from my bee houses now, and I feel like a kid in a candy store whenever I go to retrieve honey on my Ginger Island farm. The beautiful Mead variants are a nice addition as well, turning my keg shed into a rainbow of profitable possibilities. It's a simple mod that makes beekeeping feel complete and wonderfully rewarding. Next up, I want to shine a light on a mod that breathes new life into every single conversation in Pelican Town, the canon-friendly dialogue expansion by Gizmo. If you've ever felt like you've exhausted all the chat options with your favorite villagers, this mod is an absolute must-have because it adds a staggering 4,200 new lines of dialogue across all 34 characters who have heart levels. The canon-friendly part is key. It doesn't reinvent who these characters are. Instead, it deeply expands on their existing personalities, making them feel more like real, evolving characters who are truly part of the world. The magic happens as your friendship grows. While early dialogue stays close to the vanilla game, characters begin to open up and share more personal, vulnerable, or philosophical thoughts as you raise your heart levels. This applies beautifully to married life as well, with about 50 new lines for each spouse to keep those home conversations fresh. The mod even thinks ahead to the later years, adding brand new sets of dialogue for festivals in year 3 and beyond, so those annual events don't become repetitive. A lovely touch is that each loved gift now gets its own unique reaction from the NPC, making gift giving feel more special and personal. In a nutshell, it's a very polished and considerate mod. It's designed to be safe for work and family friendly, matching the tone of the original game. For players using other popular mods, it has smart automatic compatibility features for several other dialogue expansions and frameworks, like diverse Stardew Valley, meaning you're less likely to run into conflicts. It's the kind of foundational mod that doesn't change how the game looks, but completely transforms how it feels by filling the valley with more stories and personality. Personally, I've always thought it was a bit weird that our sheep on the farm only gave wool and couldn't be milked, just like cows and goats. Well, the Milkable Sheep mod by Rad Maninoff fixes that by making our fluffy friends a proper source of dairy. This clever mod uses a framework mod called Extra Animal Configs to add a new production cycle. Your adult sheep will now produce wool and milk on alternate days. Just like with other animals, milking a sheep with high friendship will give you large sheep's milk, and you can take that milk straight to a cheese press to make sheep's cheese. The mod is quite considerate of players who use visual overhaul mods too. It comes with configurable options for the milk sprites, including alternate designs that match popular retexture mods for artisan goods, so everything can look cohesive on your farm. According to discussions in the mods community posts, it generally works well with other mods, though there are notes about its interaction with better ranching and animal multi-produce. If you use better ranching, you might need to toggle off a specific setting, and if you use animal multi-produce, your sheep might give both wool and milk daily instead of alternating. It's a simple but wonderfully immersive addition that finally makes our barns feel complete. If you've ever felt a bit lost trying to unlock every special moment in Stardew Valley, wondering exactly what you missed to trigger a character's heart event, then I totally get it. I think we've all been there at some point. The MH Mount List mod by the talented Masuoto is about to change that. This brand new tool is a game changer for completionists and story lovers, acting like a personal event manager that shows you every single event in the game, both from the base game and from other mods you have installed. It goes far beyond a simple list by actively tracking which conditions you've already met and telling you exactly what's still needed, so you can stop guessing and finally see all those story beats you might have been missing. What makes this mod so powerful is its incredibly detailed interface. You can open it up by pressing F7 and then filter events in all sorts of helpful ways. By a specific character, by their heart level, or only show events that are currently available to you. For each event, it displays all the preconditions, like require friendship levels, specific times, weathers, or items, and shows you with a simple green checkmark or red X whether you've met each one. This demystifies the whole system, especially since event conditions in the game's code can be quite complex and specific. It even includes handy features like letting you warp directly to an event's location or mark events as seen manually. The created Mashuodon has packed in fantastic quality of life options too. You could customize the keybind, choose between a dark or light theme, and hide events from locations you haven't discovered yet to avoid spoilers. While it's a fantastic tool for planning, a word of caution. Using the force play or warp features can sometimes leave your character stuck, so it's a good idea to pair this with a movement or teleport mod just in case. Overall, this mod is an invaluable utility for anyone who wants to experience every bit of narrative that Stardew Valley and its expansive modding community has to offer. If you know me, you know I love finding small tweaks that make a big difference, and the next mod I want to share is a true staple across almost all of my saves. Allow me to introduce you all Buttons Extra Books by Spider Buttons. This fantastic mod adds 15 brand new powerful books to the game, each granting you a unique and permanent ability that feels like a natural extension of the vanilla game. I call them staple because, as I mentioned, the new powers are thoughtfully designed. They're useful enough to feel game-changing, but never so overpowered that they break your experience. The books cover a wonderful range of activities and quality of life improvements. For instance, the Artisan's Guild Manual can make your cheese presses and oil machines work 10% faster, while Winter Forestry allows trees to grow during the winter season. You could find creative ones like Secret Codes for arcade machines, which gives you a little extra help in June Milkart, or the Book of Altruism, which lets you gift your friends more than twice a week. These powers unlock new goals, like befriending Marnie to unlock buying new animals, or aiming for first place at the Stardew Valley Fair to earn a special book in the mail. What I really appreciate is the level of customization. Using the generic mod config menu, you can adjust the cost of each book and the strength of its effects to perfectly match your preferred playstyle. The mod has a very supportive and active community, with the creator Spider Buttons being transparent about updates and translations. For any player who loves collecting and unlocking new, meaningful upgrades, this mod is a must-have that adds a delightful depth to every playthrough. Get ready to finally have your special day in Pelican Town, because the Happy Birthday mod by Omegasis fixes that exact weird feeling that our farmer is the only one without a celebration. This fantastic addition lets you choose a birthday season and day on the day you move to Pelican Town. Then, on your special day, villagers you befriended will wish you a happy birthday with new dialogue, and best of all, give you gifts based on how close you are to them. I absolutely love the idea of being showered with presents, and this mod makes it happen. It really makes you feel like a true part of the community. The immersion goes even deeper with special events. Early on, Mayor Lewis will visit your farm to officially ask for your birthday. If you get married, your spouse will have a heart event to ask for your favorite gifts so they can give you something extra special. You'll also receive heartwarming letters from your parents in the mail. You'll also receive gifts in the mail on the following morning from friends you forgot to speak to on your birthday. I absolutely love this because my farmer Shawana has so many friends that it would be impossible to get to everyone in a single day. The mod is designed to be canon-friendly, aiming to feel like a natural part of the game, and the creator Omegasis regularly releases bug fixes, like the one that stopped Lewis or your spouse from asking about your birthday every single day. While primarily for PC, there's active discussion in the community about potential future mobile support. So let's talk about a mod that turns one of Stardew Valley's most infamous pastimes into a legitimate profession. The Binning Skill by Dr. Bird Dev. Ever feel a little guilty or maybe just excited about digging through the town's trash cans? This mod actually rewards your curiosity by adding an entirely new skill dedicated to garbage bin searching. As you rummage through bins, you'll gain experience and level up your bidding skill, which in turn improves your chances of finding better items and can even unlock some truly unique, ultra-rare treasures. What makes this mod really engaging are the 6 new professions you could choose from as you progress. At level 5, you pick between becoming a recycler, which makes crafting recycling machines cheaper, or a sneak, who never gets caught by villagers while bin diving. I always choose the sneak one. Then at level 10, each path splits again. The recycler can become an environmentalist who gains friendship from recycling trash, or a salvager who gets better output from recycling machines. The sneak, on the other hand, can become an upseller, so villagers never hate gifts even if it's literal trash, or a reclaimer for extra value when selling junk. It adds a fantastic new layer of progression and role-playing to your daily routine. For the collectors out there, the mod includes a major incentive: ultra-rare drops that can include items normally impossible to get more than once in a save file. We're talking about things like bachelor or bachelorette-themed weapons, a second sewing machine, or choice-locked items like a soda machine. It's a treasure hunter's dream. Here's a couple of quick technical notes to add. The mod is fully compatible with Stardew Valley 1.6. However, the community has noted a specific bug where the prestige sneak profession can prevent you from looting certain special trash cans, though an unofficial fix is available. Also, it's not compatible with Android devices. All in all, it's a wonderfully deep and quirky addition for anyone who wants to make their trash picking a core part of their farmer's identity. Have you ever felt that the community center bundles in Stardew Valley are just a little too straightforward and are looking for a deeper challenge? Then Bigger Better Bundles by Glimmer is the perfect mod for you. This mod completely overhauls both the community center and the movie theater bundles, transforming them from simple checklists into a thoughtful and engaging long-term project. It adds more bundles that require many more items, designed specifically to be completable within your first year if you plan meticulously, but also to encourage a more relaxed, stop and smell the flowers pace if you prefer. What I find truly impressive is the philosophy behind the design. The creator Glimmer built these new bundles with several key principles in mind to avoid frustration. They minimize grinding, reduce dependency on random luck, and cleverly scale in difficulty as the seasons progress. For example, an early, easy-to-complete bundle will reward you with seeds for a crop needed for a later, harder bundle, ensuring everything you need is available in year 1. Completing these bundles also naturally pushes you toward in-game perfection, as you'll be cooking dishes, crafting items, and building friendships with villagers to unlock recipes along the way. A very important note here is that the mod is for new save files only. Installing it on an existing save will cause problems. For players using massive expansions like Stardew Valley Expanded, there are specific instructions to disable Stardew Valley Expanded's own bundle changes before starting. The mod is so popular that the creator is actively working on special versions tailored for other big expansion mods. For those who want to customize their challenge, there are even separate versions of the mod available that change only the community center bundles or only the movie theater bundles. So whether you're a meticulous planner aiming for a year 1 victory or just want a richer, more rewarding bundle experience, Bigger Better Bundles offers a substantial and well-crafted challenge that the base game sometimes lacks. For this final segment, I want to talk about a mod that adds a fantastic new layer of dynamism to our daily mining trips. Cave Weather Dynamic Mine Events by 0x Patch is sure to give you more reasons to visit the mines again, even in late game. Ever get that feeling that the mines could sometimes feel a bit too predictable? This mod elegantly solves that by adding 5 unique lore-friendly underground weather events that can occur once per day, each transforming the field, pace, and danger of your expeditions. I wanted to spruce up the mines without making it feel chaotic, and this mod strikes that perfect balance for me. It introduces variety without ever feeling like it overpowers the cozy core of Stardew Valley. Each type of cave weather is a distinct experience. You might get a fungal harvest, where extra mushrooms sprout, slimes sometimes drop them, and the atmosphere feels slightly safer. Perfect for a relaxed foraging run. Other days could bring a temporal flux, which dramatically alters the flow of time in the mines, making monster movements unpredictably slow and then fast for tense, rhythmic combat. There's also Berserker Day, where monsters become enraged and more aggressive after their first hit. But you get an offensive bonus, encouraging strategic combat. For a more atmospheric shift, Frenzy Fog blankets the caves in a soft mist, giving all monsters a slight speed boost while granting you a defensive buff to compensate. And for those who really want a challenge, Bloodthirst winds make monsters slowly heal over time while reducing your defense, encouraging you to finish fights decisively. What I truly appreciate is that this mod is all about choice and customization. It gives you the ability to fine-tune almost every aspect of this mod at any time. You can adjust the daily chance of weather occurring, enable or disable specific events you don't like, and tweak details like mushroom spawn rates, fog opacity, or monster buffs to create your ideal level of challenge. The mod creator has thoughtfully designed it to be fully compatible with other major mods, including large expansions like Stardew Valley Expanded, and ensures that it will not overwrite any other buffs you have. It's a simple but brilliantly executed idea that makes each trip to the mines feel fresh and alive again. And that wraps up our tour of 10 fantastic mods that can completely revitalize your Stardew Valley experience. From that incredibly handy processing station to the challenging new bundles and dynamic cave adventures, I hope you found a mod, or several, that you're excited to add to your game. A huge thank you to everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this mix of old favorites and new discoveries, it would mean the world to me if you'd hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support is what makes it possible to keep searching for and sharing these amazing mods with all of you. Don't forget to let me know in the comments which mod from today's list you're most excited to try first. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay cozy and keep those mods updated, friends. And as always, happy farming!